I was muted all the time. Oh gosh. Yeah. Right. I must remember to unmute myself. Then like that Angel and Mr. Bell don't know what I was saying both times. Okay. Well, never mind. I trust my fellow Lakers will help our friends to understand how this works. Okay. I I repeat some of the key points. Key point number one. Take note if it's a calculator question, use the calculator. Okay. Try. Okay, so just now I was doing this. Okay, I need to learn this function. Shift and fraction to get the big sum. Okay, that's the one. Number two, I'm saying that this one here, for word problems, can you lower down your not very full. Okay, for the word problems, one of the key things you must not you are. Who is it? Firas. Yeah, you try to lower down the volume. Everybody try to lower the volume, okay? You're not that big. Cool. Now, so for word problems, the key thing, never mind. The key thing is try to be very clear in your head. I write a numberless equation so that form the thoughts. Adrian, you raise your hand. You have a question? You have a question? You have a question, you can type in the chat, okay? Okay. Now, you can check with me, I think. Oh, okay. Right. Now, then I said this one for word problems first, you must make sure you read. Number two, I will have the habit, and I wish you have the habit to take note of what the units of measurement are, so that at the end of question you can fill it in. You can check. So at P5, every missing unit is minus half mark. So imagine you have 5 word problems, then 4 word problems, every question you forget the right unit, then minus half. Which is like really losing marks. Now, so over here I showed you 2 methods. Number one, I can straight away do long division, 16 divided by 5. Option 2, I change it to a mixed number fraction first, then I convert. The next question here is really emphasizing how you take note of what is divided by parts. And I said the common mistake was using 25 and divided by 2, which is wrong. It's actually the cost divided by the customer. It's because that I think one of the reasons is because such is not very common. You don't see this is on the times table. Usually the number divided by is the figure. But at primary 5, you need to rethink this. The answer can be a decimal, a smaller number. I'm going to stop the chat if you continue to. I open up the chat is only because if you have a question, you can type it in the chat or answer it. It's not for you to check. Thank you. Now, the other way I can write this is like this. I can write here 25 fasteners. I use a little F, stand for $2, and I draw an arrow sign. Then, so one fastener will be 2 out of 5. So if I divide the fastener here, divide by 25 here. So this is another way of representing it using the unitary method. 25 fastener is $2. So one fastener is $2 divided by 2. So this is the other way to present. All of these 1, 2, 3. 3 ways you get 2 marks. Now, it doesn't say his answer is, what you say your answer is $1.25. Because I think first of all, you need 25 divided by 2. Second of all, I think you press the calculator. How do I know? How do I know your answer is wrong? Because 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. So 12.25 is the likelihood you very important. Huh? Sorry? And what do you use? So your calculation is wrong. Now, when Ethan said, I got the answer 1.25. I know that there's likelihood that number one, he calculated wrongly. So he just said he didn't use a calculator. Number two, why I know that he's wrong because 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. So it's close, the digits are 1, 2, and 5. So I know he did it wrong. So even just now you were not listening to me telling you the story. You just made the common mistake that I said everybody, a lot of people. You're supposed to take 2 divide by 25. And the answer will be 0.08. You will not be more than $1. Okay, so I say one more time, we can do it in this method, this equation here, 1. This equation here, there's number 2. This method here, there's number 3. 1, 2, 3. I got these 3 methods available. Okay, moving on. I think I spent too much time explaining this question already. If you got this question wrong, that means you really did it before what I'm saying, and you really didn't read the scheme. It's not the fastener divided by 2, it's the cost divided by the fastener. Okay, now another calculator question. Then you have 2 that's not calculated. Okay. So let's look at the first calculator question again. Now, it's really I keep emphasizing on using the numberless equation is to try to urge you to read it really carefully. I write my race, and the last part here I'll emphasize on the units, which is meters. So my answer is in this meters. And then here says decimal, correct to 2 decimal places. So I need to round to 2 decimal places. So I write this here to remind myself that these are the things I need to look out for later. Okay? Yeah. Then I read the question. Find the length of each piece in meters. So if I write a numberless equation, it will go like this. Total table divided by total number of pieces. Okay, group each and total, we learned that before. Each piece. Once I have this written, I will know how to slot the number in. So this is the total cable, 22 meters. Divide the pieces, 30 pieces. I can press the calculator. 22 divided by 30. It will give me this fraction. I can convert it to 0.373333 dot. The answer requires me to round to 2 decimal place. So 0.12. 2 decimal places. I'll decide whether to round by looking at this. The third decimal place, which is 3, 5, or less than 5 round down. Then the answer is meters. Now, alternatively, I don't have to write 22 divided by 3. I can use the fraction. 22 divided by 30. So 22 fraction 30. So instead of writing 22 divided by 30, I can write 22 over 30, and you'll get me the same answer. Is it okay? Okay, the next one. The next one is not a calculator question, so cannot use calculator. However, it has units that I need to pay attention to. That is kilograms. And then the answer requires it to be in decimals. So if I write A numberless equation, what would it be? Now everybody write now and then you write and then you put me on the screen. What would be your numberless equation? I wrote a few here. Total paper divided by the total number of pieces equals each piece. Can you write your numberless equation for this one now? Let's take a look. Okay. Come put it to the screen, show me your numberless equation for question 10. Yep, yes, straight to the screen. Okay, I have answers one. Answer, you ready? No, not yet. The numberless equation for question 7. Okay, I see Pranavika right there. Red beans plus green beans equals the total number of beans. Okay. All right, then Amira, let me add you as a spotlight. You have numbers? Oh, okay. Okay, so she wrote red bean plus green bean equals to the answer. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Okay, Daniel. Okay, that's him. Okay. Okay, where? Shasheng. Here. Yeah, can see. Right. So Spiras. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you can see everyone's here. Okay, back to myself. Okay, so this one you think you can do by yourself? So basically you got red beans plus green beans equals to all together. And kilograms is the units. So it'll be 1/4 kilograms plus 5/8 kilogram. However, this one cannot use calculator. Yeah. So I have to use it. I can consider changing it to a decimal first place, or I can change it. I can add up the fractions first. Okay. Okay. Option number 1, I change to a decimal place. Option number 2, I change to fractions. So I write down option number 2 here. Option number 2, I can change this to equivalent fraction. 1/4 is equals to 2/8 kilogram plus 5/8 kilogram. Okay. If you want to convert to decimal, that's option number 1. I can do 1/4 is equals to 0.25 plus 5/8. You have to convert that. Hey, you can do it. So I already know if, okay, one of the trick is this. Yesterday we talked about 8, right? 8, what do you multiply with? 125. So 1/8 is going to be 125 out of 1,000. If it's 7/8, you'll be 125 times 7. Okay? So method number 1, I get this, and then I do 125 times 7, which is 875 out of 1,000, which I can convert to 0.875 kilogram. Okay, alternatively, I convert first. Then I times 125 times 5. 5 to 625. So this will be 0.625 kilogram. Then I add them together. So add them together, 0.625 plus, align the decimal place. 0.250. Then I'll get 0.875. It's the same thing. Okay, so you can choose method 1 or method 2. I can convert them to decimals, then add them, or add them first as fractions, then convert. Okay, now first for option number 1, convert first. Okay, first for option number 2, I add the fraction first. Okay, first like I'm okay with either. It's not challenging. Both also can. Okay, good. Okay, last one. Last one, then we play again. Yeah. Last one, can we do DIY? Yeah. Just take note that in this case, you have 2 liter is a 2 hole, right? Put it as a DIY. The units will be liter, and the answer is the decimal. Okay, so take note of this. Now we are looking at all the orange juice. Okay, minus what is being drank to give you left. So you're looking at 2 liters, 2 holes minus 3/4 liter. So the answer will be, again, you can convert first, or you can minus first. Okay? You should get a mixed number as the answer. So the answer should be 1 point something something. Okay? Okay? If you're okay, we're going to do it again now. Yeah, it should be a decimal. So, but I can do it as a fraction first, or I convert. So option number 1, I convert, I'll be 2 holes 2 liter minus 0.75. Okay, option number 2, I do fractions. 2 holes minus 3/4 will give me 1 and 1/4. Then you convert. So this, to make this easier to understand, maybe some of you forgot how to do already. Okay, yes, convert this to be 1 whole and 4/4. Then minus 3/4. Then this one you must remember to do 2.00 minus 0.75. Okay, so 2.00 minus 0.75. P4 subtraction. Okay, okay, take it down. Okay, okay, then I stop here. Okay, bye bye. Bye, everybody.